Right, okay, we're on to the last two. So far we have got, I can't remember how many working. 2, 3, 4, 6. We've got 6 out of 8 so far working. So hopefully I can get these 2 sorted out and we'll have got 8 out of the 10 initial units working. So pop that one on one side. Touchscreen replacement on this and the speaker rattles. So there's no power, there's no battery. I think this battery is flat anyway. Yep. That one's nearly flat. So let's get one out of this white unit. Yep, that one's good. Now the problem is the white one doesn't charge. So let's keep that battery there. This is the battery that isn't fully charged up. So instead I'm going to start on number 10. I'm going to start on the white one and then put this one on charge for a bit. Get some juice in that battery. Yep, that's charging up nicely, as long as I don't tilt the cable, because that cable's a bit wonky. So this one, camera error. Yeah, that's the good battery. Camera error and a charging port, and it's filthy. So let's get it into pieces. I'll start here, we'll come back once it's got the back off. Right, that's all the screws off. So we'll tilt this out of the way. And the first thing I'm going to do is not this one, because that looks a bit rusted up. I'm going to take this one, and the first thing is just to chuck this in there. Get it fired up and see if that has resolved that problem. If it has, we know that we can just take that camera assembly off the back of that and chuck it in here. So start the camera up. I'm going to peel this off whilst I'm waiting for it to load and do its thing. Oh, no. Still an error persists. Interesting. We'll get the other one just in case and give it a clean. And then we'll try it again. No, still with that error. It's going to be interesting. So, what do we have here? Let me me go and find out what some of these chips do. This looks like it's a network chip, so it's not going to be that. It could be any of these little jobbies over here, or this, or this. So I guess I'm going to take this board out and attempt to desolder things and try not to break something again. So I'll come back shortly once I have removed this and we're ready to get the heat gun out. As if by magic, that is removed, and we have this here. Now, I'm not sure what's what, but I'm going to pop it to here. I'm going to find one of the boards I tried to work on the other day. First things first, I'm going to try and clean out this. I mean, it's not even this board, is it? Stupid. It's this one. That looks okay. Like all the pins are nicely attached and soldered and whatnot, but who knows? Guess we'll find out shortly. Better get the soldering iron on and maybe try and move that. Yeah. Soldering iron's just heating up. And I can't see that being the problem, but it's worth a go. I'm going to remove one of these from here. Front. Speaker doesn't really have to go in. And then let's chuck this camera in. It's going to shuttle across because the analog stick's not connected, but not so fussed about that. Just want to open the camera. And it still does that. Okay, back out it comes. Let's start trying to replace things. First thing I'm going to replace is that, because that looks like the easiest one to get off. Shuffle that to the side, grab something that's knackered. Do the same on there. Just clean that up slightly because looks a mess. The same with top. I want a better pair of tweezers. Now maybe, just maybe, I haven't muddled the locking mechanism of that clasp yet. No, good. But let's have a go. I'd like to hope that that is actually in a place where it should be, but I can't be sure on that. Certainly looks like it. So, yeah. No, it's not. It's stuck to my hand, and now it's back on the board, but it's not stuck to the board. Oh, fiddlesticks. There is nothing underneath it, fortunately. So what I could do is get the old board holder out. to shuffle that to the side a bit. Crank the heat up, get some more flux on there. Try and poke it into where it needs to go. And then I'm going to get trigger happy with this heat gun. Hopefully that has done the trick. Of course it hasn't. Right. Let's slather it in flipping fresh solder. Poke it back and try it again. Right, that's warmed it up a bit. That's better. Now it doesn't move. Right. What does it look like at each end? tighten that giant tip up first. I suspect that's not even reaching where it's supposed to go. But this is why I hate those stupid looking chips. I can't do them. Now, if this doesn't solve it, it's pretty much game over. And this screen will get used for something else. Because I haven't got the time or the patience to faff about with this so much. Not when there's another 2DS sat up on the shelf that needs a screen. And it can be the one from here. Provided I don't douse it in IPA and ruin it. I mean, 7 out of 10 isn't bad. It's 70% working. And if we think 2 of those had smashed screens and 1 had a water damaged screen, we've basically got all of them working. But we could, not all of them, because that'd be 10 out of 10, obviously. Even if it is right, I'm sure that's not going to work because I don't think the camera's plugged in properly. Yeah. Right, let's just yada yada yada. Take me to settings. See, you can actually see things with the camera. But it's I've had this problem before on just normal 3DSs and I never managed to solve that, so this one is a write-off. It's good for a screen. or spare parts. Unfortunately, the board is beyond my comprehension, so that's a shame. But like I say, the screen will come in handy for another one that is broken, so it's not an entirely lost cause. Right, I'll stick that out of the way and let's crack on with number 9, which was a rattly speaker and the touchscreen needs replacing. Yeah, let's get that touchscreen replaced. I'll come back to this once I've pulled it apart. Right, that's all the screws out. Ping, ping, ping. It's not all the screws out. I always seem to leave one because there are so many in these poxy things. So yeah, out comes that. Out comes this working LCD. I really should remove the analog stick. And then we should have a nice quick turnaround just to pop this old digi out. Slip the new one in and get this screen straight back on. I do apologise for a boring week of 2DS's. It's all I've had in to fix. Hopefully there will be some more interesting bits and bobs on the way, but can't guarantee it because you never know what stock is coming through. Right, I'll get this put back together and see you on the other side. That's most of the parts popped in. Let's find a nice one of these and one for the other side. Give it a quick clean up. Oh, better get that in. Yep. good. Where's the back? Now, I've put all of that back in, and the speaker still rattles, doesn't it? Idiot. Let's hope the speaker doesn't rattle, because otherwise we're coming back in to replace the speaker. See, this is what happens when I start to rush things. Yeah, that speaker still rattles, but let's just check out the touch screen. I'm going to retry that. Yeah, that's lovely. But yeah, I don't like that speaker very much. So can I get in here without removing too much stuff? Let's give that soldering iron a little bit of a wobble to wake it up. And hopefully that should be enough to desolder that, desolder that. Hopefully I can lift it up enough to retrieve it from there. It does look a bit squashed. Now, we've got knackered boards all over the place. Let's have this one. Hopefully that solves the issue and it's not the DSP or something stupid like that. No, that's still no better. Right. That shouldn't be doing that. It's annoying that everything was back together near enough, but if it's not working, it's not working. K164VB. Right. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and change those chips out. Because I'm mad. Absolutely mad as a box of frogs. I've failed on removing other chips and replacing them, so let's just do it again. Right, what does that look like underneath? Interesting. Let's shuffle it out of the way, the right way up. Excuse my arm being in the way. And I suppose we might as well try the chip next to it. As I presume that's some kind of audio chip, and in for a penny, in to ruin something else by £1. So we've still only got 6 going so far. It's looking less and less like a fantastic deal and more like an okay deal. Because I am pretty sure I'm not getting that back on properly. But I can but try. So, let's zoom out. Grab this one over here. And I'll get everything unscrewed and come back. Right, that's the board out. Let's get this bit of plastic off the speaker and put the board back in, because I don't want to start stripping them off if it's just that bit of plastic causing the problem. be a lovely solution if it was just a bit of plastic rattling on top. So cross your fingers and hope. It was. Excellent. So that can go back together. It wasn't anything to do with these weird little chips that I've nicked off the other thing. It was just yeah, that piece of plastic that was stuck in there. So I'm going to get this back together now that I've solved what is not really a problem. And then we'll come back to it once it's back together. Right, we'll see in a bit. Right, we're back together. Power on. And hopefully yeah, you can hear that. It's not making any nasty rattling noises. So off cam I'm gonna update that and get it all sorted out. But out of the 10 that turned up, I have 7 fully working systems now, and a good screen. So I paid £170 for the 10. I can't do maths in my head very well, so 170 divided by 7 is what they work. So £24.29. Say 25 quid each is what they cost, which isn't terrible. There's probably a tenner a piece in profit on them after postage and memory cards and USB cables and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully there's a few bob for the company in that, and I've made a few videos out of it, so all good. Awesome, thanks for watching. See you in the next lot. There won't be any more 2DSs for a while, so we'll start on something different next time. Catch you later. Bye.